is a bit shortened today due to technical difficulties. So, here we are in Beeville for the Beeville Bees versus the FM Hornets.
The Bees, ladies and gentlemen, fight to represent the Catholics. For tonight's Division I Varsity Hockey matchup between the Hornets of Fayetteville-Manlius and your home Baldwinsville Bees. At that under tonight's matchup with a 1-1 marker and the Bees. Now to the next starting lineups. First for the Division Hornets. At forward, number 4. At forward, number 10, Joey Robbie. And forward, number 6, Thomas Oakley. And the blue line, number 21, Walker Thompson. And his partner on the blue line, number 22, Kevin Patno. And in the net for the Hornets, number 31, Chris Baker. Coach Baker, Assistant Jim Wisnowski, Assistant Kevin Pemberton, and Jake Lawley. Out of your home. He's number 2. He's 6 foot. He's Fernando Moreno. At the other forward spot, he's 6'1", number 18, Sammy Siakala. Position number 14, Reese Gilmore. On the goal line, number 3, Leo Bono. His partner on the goal line, number 21. He's an assistant captain. He's a spider. He's Braden Pettifeather Stevenson. And in the fight for the Bees, number 31, Leo Legault. He was coached by Mark Lloyd in his 43rd year. Assistant coach Glenn McCaffrey, assistant coach James Hospital, and the Bees are managed by coach. We now ask these guys, gentlemen, remove your caps. That includes hoods over there, boys. As we honor our country playing our national anthem.
And with that, we'll get another game of Hornets hockey up and running here. once again, apologies for the abbreviated intro. We weren't able to get some issues figured out quite in time for the opening warm-ups. However, we have it up and running now for the opening face-off here in the center at Beeville. Face off in the center. One goalie ready. Two goalies ready. Timekeepers ready. They're ready for hockey. As Beeville wins it back, taking it up the boards now. FM, though, denying them any entry into the zone. Trying to get up the side of the boards with it. But it's the Beeville Bees who send it into the Hornet zone. Patnode there behind the net. Faces a little bit of pressure there. Gets it over to Thompson, who gets it right back to him. Gets it up to Leveroni. Over to Osterley, back to Leveroni. Getting it into the B zone there as he gets checked, but job done getting it in. Leveroni, they're trying to intercept it there, along with some help from Lalick. But it's Patnode there who sends it back to the D. Beeville now getting it up the side there. Just a tip so it doesn't get to icing. Patnode there getting it up to Leveroni. Leveroni over to Lalick. Lalick coming in. Trying to do something with it. Dangle around a couple defenders there, but they're a bit too much for him. Bees go the other way. Puts it on net there. Finger chooses to cover. And that will be a whistle. Face off to the left of Finger. One back by the Bees. Gets it up to his defender. Shoots it off the body there of Golden Knives. Lorraine will chase it down behind the red line there. Brady Moore up to the D. Shoots, save off the pad of Finger. FM now getting it out, and the ref's arm is up. That'll be an icing. Face off to the right of Finger. One back by the Bees. Gets it up to the defender, shoots it. Save made by Finger, and he will freeze it. Face off to his right again. One back by the Bees, but Hornets putting some pressure on there. Get it over to the sideboard there. And that's Leveroni taking it out of the zone. And the Bees keen to get it back into the zone. Putting in some effort. But the Bees keep it in. Not until Lalick puts it out. Bees now regrouping. Getting it back into the Hornets zone. Fairly deep there. Patnode trying to deal with the pressure that he's been given from Beeville here. Into the corner. Their big hit from Patnode. And a big hit is put on Osterley there as the Beeville will recover the puck. Shoots it off the pipe, and it goes into the corner. Leveroni there just getting it out of the zone as quick as he could, but that will be an icing. Face off to the left of Chris Finger. Bees win it forward. Going into the corner, and up to the D. D shoots again. It goes wide into the corner. Hornets trying to get it out there. That's Tonkovic fighting for it down in the corner there. But the Bees will get it once again, coming around the circle. Passes across, shot, and it goes just wide to the right. Hornets now trying to get it out, but the Bees get it to their D. Pass it towards the center. But they get it out to the sideboards. Do the Hornets. Shoots again. blocker save there as he turns it toward the corner again. Beeville, though, deciding to do a bit of regrouping here. Trying to get into the zone, but not before Charlie Lorraine there. Getting it, taking it all the way up. Faces a bit of pressure there, and the Beeville Bees will take it back into the zone. Dangles around him, doesn't quite handle the puck, and it goes just wide. Up to the D, shoots it through traffic, gets to the center shot, another save. Behind the net, gets it out to the sideboard there, scores. Keegan Lynch with a goal from quite a shallow angle there. Put it right up into the corner where Finger's shoulder just couldn't get there. One to nothing score here in Beeville as we go back to the center for a face-off. One forward by the Bees, but the Hornets getting it quickly into the Bees zone, courtesy of Joey Leveroni. Beeville now in the corner with it. Can't quite make out what's happening due to the absolute size of this Beeville student section. Gets into the corner for Lalick. That's Walker Thompson trying to keep it in, but the Beeville Bees are able to get it into the Hornets zone. Works it below the goal line there. That's Matt Connor passing it up to his D. D sends it back behind the net. Hornets getting it back, though. Hatnode with it. Gets it up and out of the zone for Lalick. Lalick coming across and dumping it in. Lalick in the corner with it. Supposedly a big hit because that was quite the reaction from the Beeville crowd. Beeville coming back into the Hornet zone with it. Turns the circle around. Sends it across the ice there to the man in the circle. Another shallow angle shot, and it goes to the other side. Beeville pickpocketed by Lalick there. But he chucks it a little too hard. That'll be, yet again, an icing. .12:14 left to go in this first period of play. 1-0 is the score. Beeville over FM. Face-off one back by the Beeville Bees, but it goes out of the zone. And that's Lucas Latoff there to chase it. Beeville regrouping in the neutral zone now, coming into the Hornets zone. Shoots it, just goes wide off the skate of Brian Tonkovich there, and a big hit, and that'll give him a penalty. That's a bit of scrummage here. Number 17, Trevor Sutton, that was a big hit. And no, sir, you can't the box, but because one of the Hornets there, number 11, Will Sanzone, didn't exactly like that, he himself will go to the box as well. And it will be even strength due to coincidental penalties. Ref indicating to the Beeville bench there needs to be 5 on the ice here. Clearly they didn't get the memo. Clearly that would probably be to their advantage, being that they were the first ones to go to the box. Face off to Fingers right. Beeville trying to pick it up there in the corner and send it back to the other corner for Joey Leveroni and the Hornets. Big hit there, seems unfazed, but he gets it out of the zone. Back to Lorraine there as Bees try to get it back into the zone. He gets it out of the zone again. But Beeville, ever keen to get it back in. They do. Goes to the stick of Brian Tonkovich. He goes down. Still fighting in the corner there. Sends it back to his fellow man. Gets it over the center. Shot just went wide there. A big hit and another penalty coming for the Beeville Bees. Quite the big hit. Clearly a sense of some intimidation here from the Beeville Bees. And the Hornets will go on a power play, even though they have a man in the box already. Face off to the right of Leo Lico. Really a bit of discrepancy there in the face-off circle, but no matter, ties it up. Beeville trying to get it out, but the skate keeping it in. Lalick will go to the boards. Makes good efforts to keep it in himself, and does. Beeville, though, trying to put on as much pressure as they can, but Leveroni comes out with it, but it's pickpocketed and it goes into the corner. Beeville there, a hard around the horn there. Finger, though, putting it past Patnode there. Jonas Osterley will pick it up, facing a little bit of pressure from one of those bees there. Patnode taking it out. Patnode saves. I've shot. Save made by Legault. And the bees will put it into the corner and then out of the zone. Osterley, though, picking it up. Coming up into the zone. Passes it across there for Cold Knives. Knives there. Checking it back to Osterley, who faces a little bit of pressure there. Almost goes into the hands of the Bees. Sends it across for his D-man there, but it just bounces out of the zone, and they will have to retreat for this one. Bees now getting it into the Hornet zone. 45 seconds left to go in the power play here for the Hornets. Lalick trying to send it over to Cold Knives. Ives gets in the bench before any sort of too many men thing could come off. Osterley with it now. Getting it out of the zone there. Delayed offsides because one of the Bees was still in the zone. Getting it up to Brady Moore there, who just trips and misses it. It will go back to the stick of Finger, who gets it over to Patnode. Patnode deciding what to do with it here. Passes it up to Brady Moore. Moore tipping it out, but that'll go into the hands of the Bees, who try to take it back in and do. Coming to the center. Shoots it. Save made! And a big hit there from Charlie Lorraine as one of the Bees there trying to put the hit on him. He was like, no, sir. Icing, however, though, just a bit too hard. .9:05 left to go in this first period of play. 1-0 is the score in favor of Beeville. Face off to the right of Chris Finger. Hornets winning it to the side there, but Beeville quick to pick it up. But it goes into the hands of Jonas Osterley, who passes it over to Charlie Lorraine. Lorraine up the boards with it, faces some pressure, turns back the other way. Will decide what to do with it. Doesn't have much time as one of the Bees puts a hit on him. It goes into the hands of Beeville. Beeville regrouping in the center there. Getting it into the Hornet zone. Ryan Tonkovich will pick it up for the Hornets. Getting it up to Jack Lalick. Lalick shooting it. The Bees will pick it up. It falls right for the stick of Leveroni. Leveroni just gets it out. Beeville scrambling to put it back in. The skate of Osterley there momentarily puts it towards Beeville, but Beeville will take it back into the Hornet zone. Working behind the goal line there. Tries to get it out to the center, but it's off the skate there of Jonas Osterley. Taking it out towards that center man, to the stick of Leveroni, and Lalick will get it out of the zone. Beeville now regrouping, getting it right back into the zone. High, though. Golden Knights will catch it, and a put was tried to put on by number 9, Matt Connor, again. Well, Ives didn't quite go down at the time that he wanted to, and here he comes up the ice with the puck, but he just gets pickpocketed by the Bees, and they will go the other way into the Hornet zone. Coming across now, trying to get it to his buddy. Other D now, right into the stick of Brady Moore. But Beeville will put it back in once again. FM up to Cold Knives. And it will go into the Bees zone. Bees, though, formulating a breakout. Coming up the center there with a lot of space. Puts it into the Hornet zone across the red line. Goes to the other corner, towards to the center. Save made by Finger as he covers it. Face off to the left of Chris Finger. One to the side by the Hornets there. Goes into the hands of Patnode. Patnode trying to get it over to Lalick, but he faces a bit of pressure from Beeville. Lorraine with it. Deeks around one. Deeks around two. Loses the puck momentarily, and it goes into the corner. Beeville coming up the boards with it, cycling it back down to the corner there. Bit of pressure put on. Fighting in the corner there. Still in the corner. It'll go the other way. Trying to get to the center, but nobody's there for it. Up to the D. Shot. Save by Finger. .6:21 left in the first period of play here in Beeville. 1-0 is the score. Once again, a face-off in the Hornets zone. This time to Fingers left. Hornets win it forward, but it gets to the D. Through traffic there, hits off a stick and goes wide. Bit of pressure put on by the Bees there, but it's Golden Knives who will deke it around two. Tries to turn the other way, but faces a bit of pressure. Goes into the hands of Walker Thompson, but Golden Knives will get it back out. And this time it will not be an icing, as it was just short this. Beeville getting it up to his fellow man there, who doesn't even think to receive it, and that'll be an icing. Face off now to the right of Leo Legault. Face off one back by the Bees there. One of the Hornets tried to get a quick, clean shot off. Didn't quite go. Off to the sideboards there. Beeville trying to get it out. Still scrumming on the boards there as it comes out. They get it into the Hornets zone. Passes it over to his fellow man there, but it goes into the corner after he doesn't catch it. Walker Thompson there pickpocketing. It'll get into the hands of Brady Moore. Brady Moore dumping it in for a bit of a change. Beeville formulating a breakout here, but it goes into the hands of Lalick. Just slightly delayed off sides, but then everybody gets back on their side. But no matter, it goes into the Hornet zone after a hard chip there from the Bees. Charlie over his fellow D there. Almost goes into the hands of the Bees. But the Bees will regain it, retreating and regrouping. Gets it over to Lorraine there. Just off his stick, and it goes into the corner thanks to one of the Bees. Beeville sending it to the center, but it goes right to the stick of Joey Leveroni coming up the side there, but he's pickpocketed by a Bee. It'll go the other way into the Hornet zone. Shot, save made, and he turns it away. Up to the D, shoots, save made, goes bouncing out to the center. Bees try to pick it up, but that's Lalick who will get it out. He's regrouping in their own zone, taking it to the center. Into the Hornet zone now, coming straight up and checked by the ref. Ref couldn't get out of the way there, and one of the Bees, with his head down, just went right into him. Out. And a big hit there, stops the man, does his job, doesn't quite plow him, but he's clearly not happy with that. Beeville trying to break it out, but it's Tonkovich now who will put it back into the B zone. Beeville trying to break it out for what seems to be the umpteenth time today. Getting into the corner of the Hornet zone. That's Brady Moore with it, chips it out, but it goes into the hand, off the skate of that same ref. Tonkovich will pick it up, handing it over to one of his fellow teammates, but the Bees will bring it back in, sends it to the center, but no stick is there to catch it. Just under 3 minutes left to go here in the first period of play as Beeville bringing it into the Hornet zone once again. Trying to get it into the zone once again, but it goes to the stick of Osterley, who gives it back to Patno. That note coming around, facing a bit of pressure there. And a big hit as both of them go down. Not just the Hornet this time. Lorraine there taking it up the side, but that'll be an offsides as Matt Carter, number 9 there, tried to get a bit of a cheap shot in as he was going towards the bench. .220 left to go in this first period of play. One in favor of Beeville. Hordes there. But Patnode doesn't like it going into his zone. He sits it out. Leveroni trying to make something happen with it. A failed check there by number 2, Fernando Moreno. FM will once again get it out, but the Bees will put it right back in. A delayed offside gets wiped away now. But as Lalick there mishandles it, goes to the center, but thankfully that shot went wide up to the D. Sends it back down deep. Beeville in the corner. Getting it over to Lalick, who's up on the boards there. Osterley trying to make something happen with it. But the Bees will regain it. Get their possession of it. Sends it into the corner. Patnode going to Chase along with Thompson. But it goes into the corner for a B. Coming out. Sending it across there. And that's Feather Stevenson coming around in the corner. Gets it to the center there, but no man is there for it. Instead, a Hornet who sends it all the way down, thankfully on goal. He's now taking it into the zone, and it goes high and out. And that'll be a whistle. .57 seconds even left to go in this first period of play. Pass off to the left of Chris Finger. Probably not the side. He's got a bit dizzy there. And it'll go the other way. Charlie Lorraine with it. Gets through 2 guys there. Is deep still. But the Bees get it up the boards. Bringing it out of their own zone there. But it's pickpocketed there. And number 8, Connor McDonald. Braden Moore. A big hit there. Not sure what's going on. Can't quite see that corner due to the student section. Beeville, though, bringing it back into the Hornet zone. Shoots it. Save made. It's turned away by Finger. Does it up to the defender. Shoots it through traffic again. Another shot. And both saved and turned away. But that'll do it for this first period of play here in Beeville. The score is 1-0 after 1 period of play here at the Three Rivers Athletic Complex. Go away, ladies and gentlemen. Second period of action will be here on the Hornets Hockey Network. Stay tuned. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Three Rivers Athletic Complex, where the score is 1-0 after one period of play. And now getting set for second period of action here. As is tradition, we switch sides. Timekeeper's ready. Players ready, and we're off. Beeville wins it back, but the Hornets trying to get it into the Beeville zone here. Trying to handle the puck. A lot of chaos here in the neutral zone, but Beeville will come out. They do a bit of a neutral zone regroup. No options there, he says. He goes into the Hornets zone there and dumps it in. Fighting in the corner, gets it up to the D-man who misses it, and it goes way out. Jack Lalick will chase and put some pressure on. Gets it up to the boards. Goes up to the stick of Osterley, who gets some pressure put on him, and it goes into the hands of the Bees. He's now trying to get it off the boards there. They're coming into the Hornet zone. Finger will turn it away. Hornets now getting it out of their zone high. Beeville Bees are unable to capitalize. Shoots the traffic, and it goes into the corner. Wow. Shoots it. Save made, and it goes through traffic, covered by Finger. I do not know how Beeville was on score. Finger was expecting the pass to go all the way over. It went the other way, got stopped right in the middle. But the Beeville Bees, even with a man there, were unable to capitalize. Face off to the right of Finger. One back by the Bees. They shoot it through traffic, and it's covered again by Finger. Face off one to the corner there. FM will try to get it out. Comes squirting out to the check on in the zone. But the Bees keen to get it out. Brady Moore there trying something. Gets a bit of pressure put on him from number 23, Keegan Lynch. And the Bees will go into the Hornet zone. Bit of a delayed offsides there. But the Bees get it deep. Charlie Lorraine there coming up the side. Big hit put on him. Seems a bit unfazed as he gives one to himself. But it goes into the Bees zone. He's now into the corner, way along to the other side. Hatnode will pick it up. Looking for some options, gets it up to Walker Thompson there, who drops it for go. Big hit put on there by one of the Bees. Goes into the corner. Bees will try to break it out once again, but keeping it in there is number 9, Michael LeDuc. He's now getting it hard out. Arm up for icing there. It's waved off. Trying to get it to the other side there was Patnode, but the Bees will put it back into the zone. But that's a delayed offsides, which is now waved as everyone has retreated. Patnode getting it up to LeDuc. LeDuc making some moves through the center there, dumps it in on goal. Looks getting it now, shot. It's save made by Legault as it goes into the corner for Lalick. Gets it up to Lorraine, shoots, and it goes just wide. Leveroni shoots. Save made by Legault as he covers it. Face off to the right of Leo Legault. tied up there, one forward by the Hornets, but the Bees quick to get it out of their own zone. Coming up the side there, tries to bring it towards the center. Shot save made by Finger. Osterley will pick it up. Osterley off the glass there, gets it just out, but the Bees getting it back, trying to take it back into the Hornet zone. Getting it deep into the corner there. Tries to get it towards the center, but it's off of Tonkovic. He gets it and bounces over the stick of the D-man there at the point. Beeville getting it back into the Hornet zone. A bit of confusion there, but Tonkovic will get it back out as the Bees put it back in. Lorraine with it. Turning back the other way as a bit of pressure's put on him. Bit of stick action there. As the Bees will take it in, but Finger. Face off to the left of Chris Finger. Face off one back by the Bees. They get it over to the sideboards there, where it's Matt Carner will pick it up. Tries to take a shot there, puts like no mustard on it. But the Bees getting it back after a little bit of a rush from the Hornets. They put it back in the zone. Matt Carner going for it. Comes out, gets it to the sideman there, but you can't make the one-timer happen. Hornets trying to get it out there. Demon there, which is waved off. But the Beeville Bees getting it back into the zone, but it's pickpocketed there by number 8, Connor McDonald. He's having quite a game, facing a lot of ice time here. Golden Knives with it, trying to make something happen, but the Beeville Bees will pickpocket it and go the other way. Facing a little bit of pressure in there from Tonkovic, but it's Charlie Lorraine who will take it out, getting it up to Leveroni, who gets it out of the zone. Bit of a double team there from the Bees on Charlie Lorraine. He puts both of them down. Bees have it deep in their own zone. High and out there, all the way to the red line before it dropped. Lorraine getting it out of the zone. Doesn't quite get it to Lalick, but it goes back in for that same Charlie Lorraine. Bit of pressure coming in, gets it up to Lalick. Lalick will deflect it, and that's an icing, as Lalick didn't quite deflect it past the red line. .24 left to go in the second period of play. 1-0 is the score in favor of the Beeville Bees. One to the side by the Hornets there by Jonas Osterley. The Bees will come back out with it, but Osterley trying to get it on his stick there, just misses it. Bees will get it, try to get it to the center there, as they've done many times here tonight. Atno trying to get it, but the Bees put it back deep into the corner. Into the corner there with the Bees. Getting it around the circle there, passes it to his D, shoots it through traffic, and it goes into the corner. Walker Thompson trying to get it up and out there, but the D-man puts it back into the corner. Over to Leveroni, who just gets it out, but Beeville putting it just back out once again. Coming up to Leveroni, back over to Osterley. Leveroni shoots, and it goes just wide. Leveroni there, stealing it from that B, puts it on net. Osterley, Lalick shoots, and it goes just wide after a couple saves there from Leo Legault. Tonkovic trying to get it back to Leveroni there, but it goes into the hands of a B who comes across. Bit high and out, trying to get it on goal there. Jack Lalick looking a bit tired there. He will go for a change. That will be an icing. It will go all the way down to the other end. 8:50 left to go in this second period of play. 1-0 is still the score. Face off to the right of Chris Finger. And Golden Knives gets thrown out of the zone, thrown out of the face-off. He calls in Braden Moore. Take the face-off. Tied up there. And FM will get it out of their zone. But no icing called, as that was a deflection. Didn't even make it to the red line anyway. Trying to knock it out. They get it out, no. And that will be no icing. Another deflection, as said by the ref. Beeville, though, getting it into the neutral zone and into the Hornet zone now. Shoots it. And it goes way high into the netting. Face off to the left of Finger. 1-0 is still the score with 8:02 left to go in the second. Hornets getting Malkovich trying to make something happen. Gets it out for the Bees. Shoots it. Save made by Finger. And that'll be a penalty for hooking. And that'll be number 25. Brody Kluke will go to the box. 2 minutes for hooking. Hornets now have a power play. What will they do with it with the 2 minutes that they have? Face off once again to the left of the go. One to the side by the Bees there. Get it towards the center, but the Bees will get it high off the boards there and get it out. Charlie Lorraine with it now. Getting it over to Osterley. Osterley trying to make something happen with it. He decides this is not quite the opportunity. Sends it over to Lalick. Lalick coming in with it. Sends it back to Osterley. Osterley over to Lorraine. Shoots in traffic and gets turned away and put down to the other end. Lorraine being handed by Chris Finger there. FM Hornets trying to get something to happen here in the neutral zone. Golden Knives getting it just into the zone. But the Bees will ice it once again as they can on their penalty kill. Lorraine with it now. Looking over his options. Sends it back there for Jonas Osterley. Coming up the center. Oh, put a stick in there. Not sure what happened. Looked like a bit of trip to me, but the refs think otherwise. Charlie Lorraine coming up with it again. Trying to get it up to Will Sanzone there, but Sanzone turned the other way, away from the puck. Lorraine with it once again, a bit of pressure being put on. That's Golden Knives taking it. 13 seconds left in their power play. Getting it up the ice there, trying to deke around number 18 there, Sam Siapa. And the Bees are able to put it back into the Hornet zone. And it's even strength. Getting up to Will Sanzone there, who protects the puck. Gets it over to Leveroni. Leveroni waits until Patnode's back over the line. Puts it in, but the Bees getting it back into the neutral zone. Hornets trying to do a bit of a neutral zone regroup there. Patnode missing it though. Bees will take it deep, and a big hit there from Gavin Patnode. But the Bees send it out to the D, who shoots, and it goes wide. He's putting it back into the corner. But it's Will Sanzone who comes out with it. Bees, though, getting it at the D. Hornets trying to get it out, shoots it, and it goes up into the netting again. And they will bring it out of the zone. Bit of confusion as to where this face-off is. Clearly the ref indicated outside of the zone, which I'd hope that the Hornets would realize is a bit of a good thing for them. I think the ref was fixing the net there. Would have been just dislodged out of his zone. Fumbling it a little bit, but Beeville coming back in through the center, and a stick is put on there, and it's way out in the open, and Finger is able to cover it. That's 2 times that the fumbling that caused the downfall of said chances. .437 left to go as the ref does a little bit of an indication with his skate there, but the faceoff is won back and goes into the corner. Leveroni getting it over to Tonkovic. Tonkovic over to Lorraine. Lorraine off the boards there, but it's kept in by one of the Bees, and it'll go into the hands of Tonkovic. Faces a rather sizable lad there. Gets it to the center. Toe save by Finger. Lorraine getting it back out, but that's a delayed offsides. Lorraine taking it up the side there through the middle now. Puts it on net. Turned away by the blocker of Leah Legault. Bees will get it back. Gets it high up for number 9, Matt Carner, who will chase it into the Hornet zone. Getting it over to his fellow man there, who tries to put it on net, but it goes into the corner. Coming out with it. The student section thinks that there was a call there. Clearly none, as it was just a bit of a fall on the part of that Bee. But that will be a clear called icing. .335 left to go in this second period of play. 1-0 is still the score. Big hit was lipping, and the net was off there as they tried to put it past the pad of Finger. He goes to the bench for a change. Face off outside of the zone. Sand zone putting it back for Thompson. Thompson back up into the jersey of Sand zone as he faces a bit of pressure, but it goes back to the Bees. He's taking it up the side there, but it's Brady Moore who will knock it back into the zone. Walker Thompson getting it now up to Sand zone. Faces a bit of back pressure, but Sand zone will get it into the zone. Brady Moore putting on a big hit there as he steals the puck. But the Bees there trying to regain it. Sends it all the way out to Walker Thompson, who tries to put it on net, but it just goes wide. Beeville now getting it out of their zone. And that's Chris Finger who will cover it as it comes right to him. .238 left to go in the second period of play. 1-0 is still the score here in Beeville. Face off to the right of Chris Finger. One to the side by the Hornets. They get it just out, courtesy of Jack Lalick. Wins a bit of a drag race there, but isn't able to knock it quite forward enough for him to come get. Lalick, though, keeping it in for Leveroni. Leveroni facing a bit of pressure on the boards. Beeville trying to get it out there, but it's Ostley who puts a stick in. Leveroni shoots, but it's off the leg of it. B. Bees getting it into the Hornet zone here. That's Charlie Lorraine with it. Getting it up to Joey Leveroni. Charlie putting a big hit on, gets off balance there. But there's Jonas Ostley with the puck now. Getting it up to Lalick and Charlie Lorraine. Maybe that failed hit was a bit of a blessing for him as he was right in that position. Getting it over to Leveroni here. Gets it towards the center. A backhanded shot turned away by Legault. Optionally will force him off the puck. Gets it back to Leveroni, but Charlie Lorraine will keep it in. Up to Leveroni now, but it's off the skate of that B there, and he will put it out of the zone. Putting it towards the goal there. Beeville putting it back into the corner now. Getting it over to the other corner. Patnode will go get it. Fighting in the corner. Student section kind of blocking my view here. But Hornets trying to get it out here. Bees will put it back and all the way around to the other corner. Brady Moore in for a bit of body contact there. Dodged. And the ref, as such, blew the whistle. 31.7 seconds left to go in this second period of play. 1-0. Still remains the score. Nobody has scored this period. Face-off to the right of Finger. Beeville winning into the corner. Tries to get it towards the center there, but it's Thompson who will try to get it out. A big contact there in the middle there. Getting it out, though, is Walker Thompson. But the Bees will send it back into the zone for Patnode, who gets it over and along the boards there. But that D-man will send it back into the corner. Beeville getting it up to the D, and it's off the leg of Sanzone. And that'll do it for second period of action here in Beeville. 1-0 is still the score. Nobody was able to score that period. Beeville certainly had a lot of opportunities, but none of which were capitalized on this period. Don't go away, ladies and gentlemen. The final period, third period of action, will be here on the Hornets Hockey Network. Don't touch that dial. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Hornets Hockey Network. Third period of action is here in Baldwinsville at the Three Rivers Athletics Complex, where the score is 1-0 in favor. It was quite a period, lots of opportunities for the Fayetteville Bees to put another one up on the board. None were capitalized on, however. Two big ones where they caught Chris napping a little bit, and the puck was right there with a wide open net, but nobody decided to put it in. Here we are, third period of play, with the score still being 1-0. Both teams getting their warm-ups in, Hornets included. This period's going to be a real crucial one for this game. This is what'll determine everything. This is for all the marbles. We'll see if the Hornets can put one past Leo Legault, or even get through the defense, for that matter, which seems to be their number one problem here. To get something organized past that Beeville defense and towards the goal. Period of action is soon to get underway. Both goalies ready. Timekeepers ready. Face-off is won back by Beeville. Quick they are to get it into the Hornet zone. Walker Thompson chasing there. But Beeville will get it into the corner. Trying to get it out to the center for a shot. But that's Jack Lilac knocking it. And not sure if that went just out of the zone, but no matter. Beeville send it back in off this glove of finger. Tried to catch it. Just went a little low, but here comes Leveroni shooting it, and a high blocker save by Leo Legault as the Hornets rushed into the zone there. Lorraine keeping it in, shot just wide. Leveroni putting it into the corner. Beeville there trying to make something happen with it, but he puts it just too high up into the netting. Face-off now in the Bees zone to the right of Leo Legault. One back by the Bees. They quickly try to take it out, but Brian Tonkovich will put it back into the corner for the Hornets. Knocking it down there is the Bees as they try to get it hard out. But the Hornets, once again, able to keep it in. Putting some pressure on in the corner, there was Brady Moore. But the Bees will get it organized here, get it into the Hornet zone. Makes a dangle or two, but not quite all the way past Charlie Lorraine, who will force it into the corner. Beeville trying to make something happen. It's the center and scores. The play that they've been trying to make happen all game finally pays off. They put it just to the left of the pad of Chris' finger. Bit of pressure on early. Jonas Osterley trying to make something happen, but it's the Bees there getting it just into the Hornets zone. A delayed offsides, but the Hornets will put it back into the Bees zone. Beeville keeping it in, though, is the Hornets. They send it on the goal, but it's turned away by the pads of Leo Legault. And it's not quite there to keep it in, though. Is Walker Thompson sending it over to Osterley. Osterley, sure enough, sends it in. Legault just missing it. However, his defender picks it up. Patno there coming in for it, shoots it. Save made, and it's turned away into the corner. Bees trying to get it out there. Momentarily kept in by Colton Knives, but it gets down all the way into the Hornet zone for Patnode, who sends it over to Takovich. Colton Knives picking it up now, but the Bees regaining control along the blue line there. Connor McDonald tried to pickpocket him and steal it away, but the Bees will get it into the corner. And that's just out. They get it on the goal. And Patnode there. And that will be an offsides. And that will go all the way down, says the ref. Face off to the right of Leo Legault. Bit of a tie-up there. Hornets trying to get it there. But the Bees are the ones who take it. And that's just up into the netting. Quite the avid student section here. All game, I haven't been able to see into that corner just because of that student section. However, here they are, the Hornets. A big hit there from number 2, Fernando Moreno. And the Bees will go the other way. Shoots it, and it goes wide. Up to the D now, who keeps it in. Bit of pressure being put on, but that's Charlie Lorraine picking it up below the goal line. Sends it off the boards there. Will Sanzone trying to make something happen, but here comes the Bees. Shot, save, man! On a one-on-one there. The Bees couldn't capitalize once again. Chris Finger with a big stop there as he tried to dangle around him. But he says, no, sir, that puck is mine. FM winning the puck to the side there. Gets it over to Walker Thompson. Thompson up the boards, but it's into the hands of the Bees. They bring it in, but not before he can fix his mistake. Walker Thompson bringing it up. Gets it just into the zone for Latlick. Over to Leveroni, but Leveroni lets it go to the boards. Beeville trying to make it up. Scores! Jack Latlick with a wonderful goal from the shallow angle as he got it back after the lead has been slashed in half. What is... And the referees here. And the coaches are up in arms here. Refs say it was no goal. They say the net was off. Over to the side there. Joey Leveroni taking it out of the Hornet zone. Shoots it. And it's turned away by Legault. The Bees will regain it. To play. The Hornets have proven that they can score. Just they need that net to be on its pegs, which it hasn't quite been all game. Hornets getting it back. Patnode over to Walker Thompson. Thompson trying to get it. .28 left to go in the third period. Face-off tied up there. Bees will win it back after it squirts out towards them. taking it in now. Getting it down below the goal line, and a big hit there. But that's Golden Knives trying to make something happen with it. Bees send it back. And that's Walker Thompson who'll get it just into the playing area here. But the Bees bringing it back. And Finger trying to glove save it, but dropped it a little bit. But he will cover it, as he must do. Hornets win it back. Lorraine sending it all the way over to Leveroni. Leveroni getting it out, and that's no icing due to a deflection again. Beeville getting it up and out of their zone. Not before Leveroni can try to put it back, but the Bees now, and that's no goal. After pressure was put on by the Hornets, and it went right to the glove of Finger. Face off now to the right of Chris Finger. Tied up there, won by the Hornets. Golden Knives will chip it right out. And that's Will Sanzone winning the checking battle, as the Bees will get it back. And they get it out of their own zone. Charlie Lorraine picking it up. Looking for some options, facing a little bit of pressure here. He gets through both of them. Coming up the side. Changes lanes, comes across. And he gets it towards the goal there, but the Bees will quickly get it out. Knives can keep it in. Hornets with it in the corner thanks to Brady Moore, but the Bees now getting it just out of their zone for a bit of a 2-on-1 here. Shoots it, saved by Finger. .46 left to go with this third period of play. 2-0 is the score. With the face-off to the right. Beeville now trying to make a few shots happen, but it goes through. Save by Finger. Face-off now to his left after that. What good glove save. Hornets win it back to Patno. Patno trying to get it over to Lalick before he gets a bit of pressure on. Bees shoot it. Save made by Finger again. Nothing. The Hornets just have to score one with the net on the pegs. Getting it into the Bees zone there. Bees fumble it. Hornets are able to put on a bit of a forecheck, trying to get it over to Golden Knives there. He fights with it in the middle, but the Bees are just not quite able to get it out of the zone, and Will Sanzone sends it deep. They're desperately trying to get it out of their zone, which they do. A big hit there. Both of them go down, but it goes into the hands of Charlie Lorraine in its own zone. Sending it around to Will Sanzone. Sanzone, hard. That will be an icing. .39 left to go in this third period of play. 2-0 is the score. Face off to Christopher Finger's right. Hornets win it back, trying to get it out of their zone for the Beeville Bees. Trying to get it there, but the ref calls a bit of a hand pass, and the other ref indicates that. Scratch that. That's quite out of the zone. It's all the way down. Face off now to the left of Leo Legault. Hornets win it forward. Beeville there trying to get something to happen with a breakout. They get it out of their own zone, but it's hard down to the other end. That will be an icing on the part of the Beeville Bees. .9:21 left in this third period of play. Face off to the right of Leo Legault. Tied up there, Beeville wins it forward. But the Hornets are keen to keep it in. Osterley sends it into the corner. Beeville there, just getting it out of their zone, but Walker Thompson will send it back deep. The Bees getting it corner to corner there, up to the board man. It tries to get it out, but Leveroni keeping it in. But no, sir, the Bees get it out of their own zone, taking it now into the Hornets zone. Something happened with it, but the Bees send it deep into the corner. Facing some pressure there. Lawson Smart. Thompson will get it all the way up to Leveroni. Leveroni loses it a little bit. That Bee tries to get it up and over the head of Leveroni, but Leveroni stops it on the boards. Coming into the Bee zone. Big hit put on him. Seems unfazed. Fighting with it in the corner still, but they squared it out and it goes into the hands of a Bee. Coming in now. They try to pickpocket him. He's just off balance and it goes over the net. Beeville student section not quite happy with what just transpired there in the corner. Big hit there from Charlie Lorraine. Not quite to their taste, but no matter. The Bees let it out of the Hornet zone. Regrouping now. Trying to get it in there. And a big hit from Jonas Osterley as Charlie Lorraine will take it the other way. Shoots it. Save made by Leo Legault. But that's a face-off in the Bee zone. 7:32 left to go in this third period of play. 2-0 is the score with a face-off in the zone of the Beeville Bees. Hornets winning it back, but it's the Beeville Bees who will get the puck on a 2-on-0. Shoots it. Save made by Finger as he can't put it past him. Bees there had a 2-on-0. He passed it over, but he couldn't get the shot off. His Finger will scoop it up. Face off now to his right. Bees win it forward, to the center, but the centerman can't get the shot off. No, they're looking for it in the corner, but the Bees send it towards the center there. But it's Colton Knives trying to get it out there. It goes off a Bee, stays in the zone, but only momentarily. Bees now regrouping for it. Brady Moore putting some pressure on. So does Patnode. But getting it out of the zone and getting it back in the zone are the Bees. But that's Will Sanzone taking it into the Bees zone. He puts it into the corner for a bit of a change. Patnode there, and a penalty is coming up. And that'll be a penalty for number 17, Trevor Sutton. That call, however, the refs have free reign of this rink. They are the ones controlling the game. A little bit of an explanation. Beeville captain number 23, Keegan Lynch. But nonetheless, a face-off to the right of Leo Legault. That's to Leveroni. Failing to keep it in, though, is the Hornets. And a bit of and no matter, that'll be a penalty. Arguably worth it, however, because he had clear space. 9 seconds after the Beeville penalty gets out, it'll be a penalty kill for FM. Hopefully, at that point, the puck is down at the other end. And we go 4-on-4 here Face-off is won to the side by the Hornets. Jonas Osterley there trying to make something happen with it. For the Beeville Bees, getting it up to the point man. He shoots off the pad of finger. And Brian Tonkovich trying to make something happen with it. Beeville, though, taking it back deep, getting it to the center man, who was Jonas Osterley. Tries to get it over to Charlie Lorraine there. Hornets kind of sends it over to Lorraine. Lorraine over to Leveroni. Leveroni, though, letting go of it, goes to the boards. The Bees will send it back in. Lorraine going over for it. A big hit, served up by him. The puck's still on the boards there, but it goes up to the D. Shoots it. Side man, and it's loose! And another bobbled opportunity by the Beeville Bees. Switches now to the puck. Trying to get it out of the zone there, but Keegan Lynch for the Bees clearly putting some work in, keeping it back into the zone. Leveroni there, looking for it. Bit of a drag race. They go. Colton Ives making sure that number 9, Matt Buchanan, didn't get that puck for another breakaway. Bees regrouping behind their own net. Coming up the boards now. Few go up into the rafters. .439 left to go in this third period of play. There is 1 second on the Beeville Bees penalty and 11 seconds on the Hornets penalty. So for 10 seconds, these Hornets will be on a penalty kill. But the Hornets then call a penalty. Or a penalty. No. They call a timeout because they have to deal with. That'll be the end of their strategy-making timeout here. Face-off will be right there at that dot in the neutral zone. Down to the other end, and they are at full strength. Well done by the Hornets. However, Beeville breaking it out again. They come back into the zone there, and Finger. Quite the timely return there for Chris Finger. That would have been an open net. No matter, face off to his left. Hornets are trying to win it to the side there. Beeville, though, coming around, getting it up to his D. Back to the corner. Takes it behind the net. Goes to the other side. Tries to get it out to the center there like they did on that one goal. But Charlie Lorraine will pick it up. Taking it out of the zone. Facing a little bit of pressure there from a few people. Doesn't quite get it into the beats. Do eventually. Beeville there. Trying to make something happen. And the net is empty for the Hornets. They have an extra attacker. That note, trying to shoot it there. It goes way wide, all the way up to the other D. And an opportunity there for Leveroni. Colton Ives. Shoots it. Save made. A lot of chaos here. But Lally keeps it in, shoots it, and it just goes wide off of the traffic. Lorraine putting it towards the center there. And the Bees putting it way out. But the ref says the net is off and he calls a whistle just in time. .307 left to go in this third period of play. The net is still empty at the Hornets' end. Face off to the right of Leo Legault. Wanted the side by the Hornets, but the Bees quick to try to pick it up. Jonas Oxley fighting there in the center. Jack Lallick putting a shot on. And Leo Legault will cover it as a bit of scrummage ensues right in front of his crease. .257 left to go in this third period of play. Hornets there winning it to the side. A big hit there from Trevor Sutton again. Big hit from Jack Lallick there. A shot, and it just goes down the ice, and that's in. And the Fayetteville Bees will go up 3-0 with an empty net goal. .242 left to go in this third period of play. Can the Hornets get one on the board? Passes it back to Tonkovich there. Fayetteville, though, coming back into the zone, shoots it off the leg there of Teddy Smart.
Sharing his second goal tonight, a rocket
Lawson
by
Smart.
number 23, Ian Lynch. 232.
And it goes right to the blue line, doesn't quite get out. But Teddy Smart making sure that it gets out, but a bit too hard. Seems a lot of the Beatonville student section here vacating the building. They think that this game is over. However, they've never been to a hockey game before. You know it's never over until that final buzzer rings. Hornets there trying to make something happen on the boards. Evo, though, getting up to the D, shoots it, and it goes wide out of traffic, and that's saved, scooped up by Chris Finger. Face off to the left of Chris Finger. Tied up and won back by the Bees. Tipped up there by one of the Hornets players. Will Sanzone will look to get it out. Running along the boards there, but the Bees coming back towards the center. Knocking it back towards the center there. But nothing to come of it. No shots, no nothing. Takes it back. Lots of pressure there from Walker Thompson. Devin Patton also putting some pressure on as the puck goes behind the net. And that will be a net off as a bit of a fight ensues. And I believe that will be a penalty on the part of Walker Thompson. Walker Thompson and only Walker Thompson. What an interesting turn of events here. After Walker defending his goalie who was on his back. And the Beeville kid clearly throwing some hands of its own. But the refs, they don't see it. They see that FM was the instigator. 1:22 left to go in this third period of play. Almost the entire student section of Beeville here has left the building. Clearly not so hopeful that the Hornets will score. However, Bees now shooting it. Getting it back to the D. Over to the boardman. Boardman sending it down to the back door there. And below the goal line, sends it over to the corner. Shoots it just a bit late. The goalie was already there, and he turns it away. Sending it over to the D-man. D-man walking it in, but he puts it into the corner. 45 seconds left to go in this third period of play. Beeville getting it into the circle there. Coming across. Sending it back over to the D. Shoots it. And it goes just wide. Brady Moore will go pick it up. And he sends it. And just hits that plexiglass there. It goes into the Hornets bench. Beeville Bees winning it back. Gets it to the D-man. D to D. Shoots it through traffic. And it's right there in the center. But it's covered by Finger. Shoots it. Just goes wide. 10 seconds left. Beeville in the corner. Comes up. Shoots it. And Lalick puts it over to the boards. But that'll do it. For this year's Battle of the Bees, the victors are Beeville. Final score, 3-0 in favor of Beeville. FM certainly fought hard towards the latter parts of the game there. But that'll do it for this game. 3-0 the score at the end of 3 periods. Well, thank you everyone for coming along with us, sticking with us on the stream here. Again, apologies that it had a bit of low bandwidth. However, when you're faced with a problem of no Wi-Fi, you have to use a mobile hotspot. This is what we get. But thank you for sticking with us. Tune in to Thursday